Yo guys, peace and blessings be unto you. Oh man, it's a blessed day today. It's an awesome day today, and I'm delivered. I am finally delivered from spirits that has been demons that has been disturbing my life, man. I am finally delivered, and it all was because of the 2 days fasting I did, man. Back in the days, I was really haunted by these demons. I was really disturbed by this demon, right? So I'm about to tell you guys something that happened in my life during those days when I was haunted. I was restless. I was quickly annoyed, quickly angered by the things of this world and the things of the way people resented me. So yeah, so back in the days, guy, bro, I mean, this is how it happened, right? This is how it happened. So, I gave my life to Christ. Back in the days, I was a concrete smoker. I smoked a lot. I did a lot of bad things. So, I will drop my TikTok channel around here, and you can go check it out. View the first video, and you're gonna see the day I gave my life to Christ. I actually documented it on my TikTok channel, right? So you can go see that for yourself. So I gave my life to Christ on that day, and I stopped smoking on that day. I stopped, man. I just went cold blood, man. I just went cold blood on stopping everything I did that was not good for me. I know there is nothing that goes into a man that makes him unclean, but let's not be ignorant of the devices of the devil, right? So with that being said, man, I gave my life to Christ. I stopped doing all those things, and man, come and see war. It was like I was in the battlefield. I'm a student right now. I live alone, but the people I live around, like the people that lives around me, all right, around my apartment, they resented me, right? Because of I gave my life to Christ, and my friends and all those stuff resented me. Everybody resented me, and my friends resented me. Everybody, left me and went for their own. Because I couldn't rapport with them again. I couldn't do what they do anymore, So I was alone, basically, right? Everybody resented me. Everybody hated me, right? Man, that's also being a young child of God, being still starting with what I did, man. I let that get to me, bro. I let that seriously get to me, yeah. So I'm this type of person that back in the days, if you hate me, I hate you back. If you love me, I love you too. If you resent me, I resent you back. Back in the days, but I didn't know that the Bible says we should love your neighbors. I didn't know that we should love your enemies, love those who hate you, pray for those who that despise you. I never knew all these things. So all these things, I didn't knew them. I didn't know them at that time. So this made me to the resentment that they pushed on me, made me filled me with anger. Although I was a naturally hot-tempered person, right? I was naturally hot-tempered, and I wouldn't say that's nature, because that's not even nature in the first place. That was I was just easily angered for no reason. I was easily angered. I was easily resent people. I was easily quick to build my own guard, on people. All the things of people that do. So I did that also. I was filled with hatred. I was filled with anger. I was filled with resentment, for these people. Because if they hate me, I hate them too. If they resent me, I'm this type of person that is I don't know, very sensitive. I can say, but since I gave my life to Christ, man, heck, sensitive, bruh. It's all me and God. It's all me and Jesus. Although He reveals things to me, but I really don't. I just give everything to God and walk with wisdom. Yeah. So man, wow. So I just So when that happened, I had to go back. I was facing this hatred from everyone around me. No one believes in me. No one, wanted to be around me and all that, because so that happened. I went home. I had to go home for some reason. So for some reason, man, I got into a huge conflict with my elder brother, right? I got into a huge conflict with him because of, I was filled with anger, I was filled with hatred, man. I was filled with resentment for everyone, man. So also I felt that for my brother, for some reason I felt that for my elder brother. So it didn't end well, man. It didn't end well, man. It didn't end well. So when I went back to my apartment where I school, man, I was touched to go into a day fasting or 2 days fasting. I was kind of trying to go into a 2 days fasting, right? I was, I wanted to go into a 2 days fasting. So that night, my dad called me and said, I heard what happened between what happened between you and your elder brother, right? You should apologize to him. Man, I was like, man, I would never apologize to him, man. I told my dad, pump and clear, man, that's not possible. That's what I told my dad. I told my dad that wasn't possible. Man, that night, although I was already on the fasting that night, that day, that was the first day. That was the day I went home. That was the day I went to school, and then that was also the day I came back for some reason. So, man. So after that incident that happened, I went home that day. My dad had to call me. I told him it was never going to happen, that I'm going to apologize to him. So, that night I was like, man, God, I talked to God that night. I talked to Jesus that night, bro. I talked to Jesus. I told him, God, that day I was on a fasting. That was the day I started my, although I started the next day, I started my fasting the next day. But that night, something powerful happened that night. Something that proves that God really exists, bro. I told Jesus that if you want me to apologize to my brother, man, give me a revelation, bro. Give me a revelation. If I don't get any revelations from you, I am not gonna apologize to anybody, because I was filled with I was filled with pride, man. I couldn't apologize to anybody. I told God, if you don't give me a revelation, man, I ain't giving nobody any apology. So that night, 2-3 seconds later, I didn't even know what happened, bro. I just stood up, bro. I just stood up. I just opened my Bible. I opened my Bible to the book of Matthew. I don't even know. The first page I just opened to was the book of Matthew. And what did he say? Man, that was powerful, man. That was powerful, man. That was really powerful, man. That was the teaching of loving your enemy. What was the teaching about? So I can't remember the teaching of that in the Bible, because I'm actually outside now. But the Bible verse says that if you want to give thanks to God, or we want to give gift to God, and there you remember that your brother has oath against thee, leave your gift right there and go back to your brother and make sure you make peace with your brother before you bring your gift to God. Bro, that Bible verse, man, I opened my Bible and that was the first page that popped up, bro. I didn't search for it. I didn't know this Bible verse before. I just opened my Bible and that was the page that popped up, bro. That was the revelation that day from Jesus. And this happened maybe 2-3 seconds after I said, I was hoping that God would give me a revelation via the dream, and I made it specific that he has to give me a revelation that I understand, because I'm a dreamer, but I don't usually understand the dreams. But I made it specific that he has to make me understand the dream. But I didn't even believe that he was gonna reveal to me from the Bible. That happened 2-3 seconds later. Bro, that was really powerful, man. So, bro, I embarked on a 2 days fasting because I was filled with hatred. I was filled with resentment for everyone. So I I embarked on a 2 days fasting, bruh. So on the first day of the fasting, bro, man, I was delivered from, because I prayed, man. That was a dry fasting. I prayed, you know. I could have gone longer in the fasting, but for some reason I couldn't go much longer because I already jumped into the fasting and I didn't look at my health, you know. So my health was telling on me then, so I had to drop on the 2 days fasting. But the 2 days, on the first day of the dry fasting, bro, I was healed from the spirit of anger, bro. I felt them leave my body. It's not even a joke, bro. I felt them leave my body. I felt them leave my body. And from that day until this day, bro, I can't, nothing gets me angry easily. And I was delivered from, I was delivered from the spirit of anger, from the spirit of resentment. I loved everyone. I know I was out for everyone, no matter how they come. You know, I walked with wisdom. You know, it was difficult for me to walk with wisdom. I mean, I know what I'm telling you. It was difficult for me to walk with wisdom. But man, ever since then, it was so easy for me to walk with wisdom. Bro, on the second day, you know, that was awesome too. I was delivered completely from these demons that has been disturbing me, bro. I was delivered completely. So, man, in 2 days dry fasting delivered me from a lot. It delivered me from the spirit of anger, resentment, hatred for, you know, man, that was, you know, I was feeling then, bro. So on the second day of the dry fasting, I went back to my brother, you know, and I apologized for what I did, you know, for all the stuff that I did. So I went back and I apologized. I knelt down. Funny enough, he didn't allow me to kneel down, so he accepted my apology, right? So that was it. And I know I asked him for forgiveness, and we reconciled and made peace. So that was just how it happened. So thank you guys for listening to me. It's really awesome to be out here today. So be ye righteous, worship God, and you shall be saved from everything that is bringing you down. That everything that is pulling you down, that doesn't want you to succeed in life, man. Jesus said you should come to him and he shall give you peace. Bro, that's not even a joke. Jesus Christ is real. God is real. And he is the Lord of Lords. When I mean Lord, I mean Lord. Lord of Lords. So, he is the Lord. There people don't get it, but I will make a video, next video coming up. So, get ready for that. That was how I was delivered from the spirit of that by just the 2 days dry fasting. So with that being said, I'm out. Peace.